Hello, fellow shades. We're your hosts, Shao the Witty and
I'm
Kind of
sorry.
the Clever.
Anyway.
And this is some more danganrompa, or should I say, Class Trial. Anyway, so what's your flawed theory so far?
My blood theory? Either Toko actually did it, and it's an easy case, or someone is setting her up, which means it would have to be one of the upperclassmen, which would make me think Byakuya. Plus, she's fucking crazy and snooping over him, so who knows?
So,
but
here's our evidence. We have the Monokuma file, which says when she died, and that was in the locker room on the second floor, in the girls' room.
It was at 2 a.m.
And the cause of death was a blunt object instantly killed. Then we have her account, which basically just says, "Oh yeah, she wouldn't go with us," and then she had used the locker room late at night to avoid them, even though they weren't being mean
so we
or whatever.
can trust those two.
Dumbbell, this is the murder weapon.
Exactly.
This is his account, just saying that he had a complex. That she had a problem being weak.
Complex for being weak. Exactly. Yes.
To unlock the locker room,
you need a handbook, which Byakuya knew for some reason already.
You need a handbook, and the males go to the boys, and lending is a violation. But if they're dead, it's not lending. So you can take someone else's handbook to get into a different locker room.
Kind
of. One of them is broken, but it's not Leon, so who is it? This is the genocide case, just describing
Junko's.
all the details, like how she only
all
used
the murders
scissors
were
and
made
that
with
she hung them up,
scissors
and basically her MO. This is just her MO. Like anything, it's like, oh, this is genocide. Yes, we'll be like, no. What?
Yeah, so why would it be used? Why would the blunt object be used as the murder weapon? That doesn't fit with it, unless if it wasn't murder, whatever.
I think this one just rebuttals what the other one was saying, where it was like, oh yeah, she didn't want to hang out with us. Oh, but she was also very friendly with the male classmate, which would not make sense normally. It's like she avoided the girls, but then hanging out with the boys. Carpet stain in the boys' room, which was. And then the posters were switched, and the carpets were switched, and the Chihiro's handbook was missing. She was tied up, and she was hit in the head with the dumbbell.
Yeah,
the ones in the girls' room was clean.
I'm thinking she wasn't.
The slam.
Thinking you're right.
And Celeste's account saying that she had exercise equipment and a bag. The night of the murder, and they're missing, so they're gone somewhere. Why would you figure something out?
Carpet, if it was Byakuya. It feels like something's adding up, but I just can't figure out motive. I can't figure out the motive cause. You know? And it's like, it feels like it would be Byakuya, and maybe it wasn't, like, the murder didn't take place in the, in the female locker room or whatever. Just, I don't know.
Don't worry, it is very complicated.
I need more
I'm
evidence.
not gonna lie, like this one is super complicated compared to the previous one where it was just like, oh, she lured someone to her room and sneak attack them. This one's quite a bit more complicated.
Exactly.
Anyway,
I'm sure it is, but it seems too easy for it to be Toko. She seems really obvious. It feels too messed up. It feels too sloppy for it to be Byakuya. And also the fucking actions don't take place, and who else could it be? It definitely isn't Sakura, because fucking Sakura is...
Then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong
we'll figure this out.
Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay Alrighty then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon.
First, I have to make it clear that the fail. What was used to deliver the fatal blow?
Everybody knows this, right? So nobody's gonna contest that it was a dumbbell.
Nope, they're gonna contest that. That's the problem.
Really?
Oh wait, wrong button. How do I switch it?
It was a head wound.
Yes, it was a head
According
wound.
to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
So it's
I
this
bet it
one
was an
definitely.
iron pipe.
Okay, no, it's that one.
No, is that one?
It's the iron pipe.
Poor Chihiro.
Yeah. Alright, fast
I
forward to
gotta figure
iron
out how to
pipe
do this.
bitch.
Appears that according to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Bitch! Oh! I almost missed that.
It did seem. He did.
Can we agree
The
that
video was lagging a
object that
bit,
dealt
but I
the
did
fatal
hear the
blow was
audio almost
dumbbell
pass by you.
found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood.
How
And
did
there was
anyone
nothing
contest
else at
that?
the scene that could have caused that
Oh, they're
kind
just
of
being
injury.
dumbasses.
And the wound on the victim's
Unless
head
if
is
the murder
consistent
scene
with the
wasn't
shape of
at
the
that
dumbbell.
room, possibly.
As far as I'm concerned, there's
Okay,
no
that
mistake
that
and no
changes
room for
things.
doubt on
That's
this one.
pretty.
Shh. The movie's playing.
Looked at
Yeah,
the head
fair enough.
wound.
Okay.
That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer? Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added. Sure, let's read this. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear
White noise?
to disrupt this interaction. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in the debate. There are ways to keep this white noise from getting in the way. By pressing the right mouse button, you can attach a silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time will decrease, so be careful with your aim when you use the silencer. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the white noise won't appear at all. In that case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well, good luck. Well then, good luck and have fun. Now, if you guys remember, we're on meme, so I don't know how bad this is gonna be. I assume it's gonna be the case file.
The culprit
Same.
is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why?
Undoubted.
What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so
it's that one, right?
Genocide Jack.
That feels
I don't
unlikely.
know who that is.
It,
It's gonna be the case
Yeah.
file. It's gonna be the case file, and it's gonna be the proof. Alright,
The culprit
get
is
the case.
Genocide
Right.
Jack.
if
I'm
I can
sure.
get it.
Case
There we go.
closed, as far as I'm concerned.
Alright.
unless if it's that first one.
Impossible.
No, it's not.
Why?
I don't
What
think
makes it
anyway.
impossible?
Well, I
There's
mean,
no evidence, then
come
it's
on.
probably gonna be
There's
the
just
case
no
file.
proof for it.
No!
Hey, so
Damn it,
speaking of
I missed it.
Genocide Jack,
I don't know who that is.
Let me. What's the first line? The first line
The
is
culprit
saying.
is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case closed.
Yeah, that
As far
one.
as I'm
Okay, I guess it is that one.
That's
Because
impossible.
concerned. Why?
because we
What
don't
makes
know
it
for
impossible?
sure that it
Well,
is.
I mean, come
But
on.
there is
There's
evidence.
just no proof for it.
There's evidence.
no, that's wrong.
There is evidence.
That's
That's the
which
point.
makes
That's
it
the
not
part we have
this
to
one.
break. That's
There
what we have
is
to break.
evidence.
It's just
I know,
not pointing
there-
to her.
Might know one
There is
reason
evidence.
could be involved.
It's just not the most consistent evidence for the scene.
What?
I found this
Right.
file while I was looking
Okay.
around the
What
archive
do you
in
mean?
the
I didn't
library.
find that. He found it.
I guess it's some kind of confidential file the
I
police
didn't
put
find
together
this.
about the genocide
Yeah.
Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now.
I don't know, gathering dust.
Oh no, don't worry. Me and Biakin found it when he told me about McDonald's and how they're in the secret.
More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in
They're in the
exceeding
loop.
detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, only two
Oh,
characteristics?
that's right. Boob lust.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
Oh my god.
But more important is the other characteristic, and
Right.
something that has never been made public.
Oh,
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
I assume he's talking about them being hung, correct? When it
sure.
took place, how the victim was positioned, I guess.
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way.
Oh yeah, got it.
Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
So Genocide Jack is in the police!
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
Please!
So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes,
No fucking way!
it's Toko.
He just throws that out there. Wow, just nonchalant throwing her under the bus.
Bro,
Its true identity is Toko Fukawa.
I mean, it's kind of fair.
What? Hey,
I mean,
Okay,
dude, you're
wait,
standing
hold
right
on.
next to her. I'd back away.
Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember?
Let it.
What kind
I
of
think it's
serial
that, but
killer is
it's
afraid
close
of
enough.
blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer
Bloodophobia.
is yes
I don't think it's that.
and no.
Oh, it's both.
Another riddle. Man, why is this guy
Bipolar?
so
Or not bipolar,
complicated?
dissociative identity disorder?
What? It seems like it's a riddle in a way, but I feel like I'm just about to see it. Genocide Jack is Toko, but isn't Toko? What does it mean? Two personality?
Not much of anything, man.
Oh no. What is this?
Exactly.
Skits? No.
S.
S?
SC.
Wait, you know it? Oh wow, okay, you actually, we need a C. Oh my gosh, how do you,
I
what is it,
think-
schizo? Is that what it is? Do you think? Schizo? Wow, that is not a good word.
Yeah.
That is bad. Need to O. Is it, there it is. Come on. Yeah,
Not
wait, there we
really.
go. That is a bad word, schizo?
Now I understand.
I know I understand. She's a schizo. Oh.
Is it because Genocide Jack has
Thank
a split
you.
Not
personality?
necessarily, but it just fit the word.
I
Guys,
think
that's
I read
very
that
different
somewhere in
from.
the file.
Okay.
They thought that the suspect might have.
Did you?
What did they
I
call
don't
it?
remember that.
Dissociative
What do you mean?
identity.
Oh yeah,
disorder.
dissociative identity.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say
That's.
that
I
about
remember that part. Never
Mr.
mind.
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has
I
a
mean,
split
yeah, if it's
personality.
true.
The one thing that shows Toko has a split personality, change your behavior. Yeah.
I got it.
can't be the faint.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different
Yeah,
than usual,
that's
right?
that's
Yeah,
a
she had her
heavy
tongue
one.
out and was looking 2 different directions. Doesn't even look like a different person.
That's right. Think back.
It
She
was.
fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and
It
then
is a bit
when
weird.
she woke up,
You remember?
Yes, I remember this.
I'm fine.
And fucking look like that
Well,
fucking
is that
monstrosity.
a dead body? Hey, are you dead? Oh, you do have a line.
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted.
The world has a front and a back, a top inning and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. Oh, 2 lines.
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I mean, she did say he got out, unfortunately.
The outcome.
I won't let Genocide
Exactly.
Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood.
It's
What
too
she's trying to
obvious.
say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story.
I gotta admit, I think Toko's just strange. Like, any encounter with her is just strange. Like, it's just... like, she doesn't even have to do anything, it just is strange.
She's the most uncomfortable character to be around.
She said a murderous
Yes.
fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie.
Or you fucking
Right, Toko?
took advantage of that.
You said you wouldn't tell anyone. What? You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
He just said, bro, I don't want your backstory. He just wants to speedrun this.
This is the real
Bitch,
world.
I don't care.
Not some romantic fantasy fairy
Speedrun.
tale.
Oh
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here,
Heartless.
no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry about it. Never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control of her again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that.
He's like a lawyer. He's like, I can neither confirm I said that, neither confirm or deny I said that.
But you weren't
Confirm
able
or
to do it.
deny
You
this.
just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Hold on. Lag. Oh, lag.
Well, The opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
Huh? What do you mean?
Person? You don't mean...
Hold on. Lag.
Is it still lagging? We good over there? We'll be right back. Alright, we're back. A slight internet connection problem, but we're back. Ready?
Hello. Alright. Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards?
Oh yes, that's my line. And
Okay,
huge
yes.
stun echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second...
Well, hello there.
Oh my
Is
god,
you
what the
hoping to
fuck?
see?
Fucking push her, kill her now.
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
Jill is great, man.
Like they
Is she?
Sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of
A little bit.
just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the
Fucking,
sun.
okay, Dark Soul. Okay, fucking Dark Knight. Go on a fucking...
This is
rant,
the
why don't
murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack,
Where are you
Jill,
looking, buddy?
can I ask you a question? What's up?
No.
Wow, that's oddly nice.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds. Just kidding.
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid?
He did that,
The
creepazoid.
police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac.
True.
Life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
I don't necessarily think that's true. Okay, oh my god. What
This
the...
should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
So you said you think Toko killed her. Killed Chihiro.
Yes. I did. This is... It...
There's
What is-
clearly a motive, so there should be
How is
no
it-
doubt.
A motive?
Yeah, but
Remember
why
what
is this...
Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been
exactly.
forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself
Oh, no.
exposed.
Did you even hear what I said?
Very, very,
Nope.
very
Ah.
interesting.
What'd you say?
Shit. I was just commenting on how it was probably her secret, the Jack,
Oh
when you
yeah.
mentioned Monokuma saying something.
Sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit. But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion. Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah, I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Actually, she's right.
You know, it's too obvious. It was the scissors.
Maybe she's totally right about that, but there's something still bothering me. She said I need to get more details about, or wait, I need to get some more details about all this.
So what's the detail we need? The scissors?
Status of dead body, disappearing stain. I think it's the body.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What
No,
more
that's what we gotta
proof do
shoot.
we need?
It's not complete. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
It's not perfect.
You killed her.
Alright.
I think it's
Yeah,
him, man.
You say that, but do you
Perhaps if you had an alibi.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're
When you compare your past
Alright,
murders
so
to
this
this
next
incident,
one.
the modus operandi matches completely.
There we go. We're good.
No,
Hold up there, buddy. Did you forget about like one of
Hold
the main
it.
things?
are the methods
Objection!
of murder really exactly the same? I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things.
I will let you know one thing. There's one motive. There's one motif they don't mention ever until it's interesting.
Imagine you go to a fancy
Until
Italian
it's in-
restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Boyardee!
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
What's the difference? Fatal injury.
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different.
Oh yeah, got it. Click.
In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way.
Oh no, we got a few more minutes.
According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking? So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
The difference is what was used as
How it was.
Do you remember what the killer used
Yeah.
to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in
It was
all
an
the
extension
previous
cord then.
Genocide Jack cases,
Oh, I cut that out a bit.
specifically, pairs of razor-sharp
It was scissors.
And guess what? I use my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
And
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big
What the
Mac.
fuck?
There's
Big
actually
Mac
one
Coda?
difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice?
It's
Take a
not
look
the
at who
font.
The victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
They're all guys.
Figure that out. And
Oh,
when
you already
you
figured it
later
out?
Only
Okay.
killed-
I couldn't have possibly killed
Yeah.
that little lolly girl.
Exactly. She
There's
just
a
said
pattern
it.
surrounding the Jack cases. I think I can figure it out.
She's
because-
always killed men
because
who are
Kira
in
was
their
a girl.
younger age.
I got it! Is Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Pinharu Ada,
32.
Tenshuhiro Honda, Shogi Gaku, Kano Asiya, Takashi Yoshida, Komumatsuna Haru, Takafumi Gono, Uchiyada no Naoa, Takashi Masume, Yuta Umezime. There was no end to it.
Yumajima?
I attempted all those names this time.
Nice.
That's right!
That's fair
The
enough.
people I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle
There's definitely something.
girl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now
Oh my god! Fucking tuning, dude! Was right! He's the fucking. Alright, the
Wait,
true
you're
MVP
right,
is
actually, I
fucking
just
Heath.
realized! I forgot he
I
said that
fucking
line
knew
early
it!
on!
I knew he was right! Yes, he did!
Oh my god, I can't
fucking
believe
he
that
was
you're
right.
actually right! I forgot about that!
Boom!
Since
Right
Chihiro
on
was
the
a kid
money.
and Not an adorable
Called
little
it.
girl, You wouldn't kill her?
would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
He's just like, the fuck?
I would
Hell
kill
yeah.
you for a reason as petty as mere survival.
Alright. That has been our episode of Danganronpa.
Fair enough.
Like, comment, subscribe, hit that
I
bell.
guess.
And, how you liking Jill so far?
Dude, what is. I really don't. I really don't.
I love her.
I'm gonna be
I think I
honest.
just like her because of the complete 180. Like, one person's constantly mopey and depressed, and the other one's like super enthusiastic and like is insane, and is. I just love it because it's hilarious.
I know, and they're both assholes.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll see you next
I want
time.
Heath for me to.
But- what?
Heath for
You
me
want
to
Heath-
step away from her. Heath for me to step away. He needs to be kept for safe.
I'm
Alright.
sure it'll be fine. We'll see you next time,
Yeah,
Shade.
bye.